In this video, we'll be discussing each of the 5 cards that got adjusted in the OTA buff and showcasing some brews and some classic decks that we were experimenting with to see how the changes in the OTA have impacted their play. These cards include Alioth Black Widow, Forge Shuri, and of course, Tiger Spirit, which is the start of our video. We're going to be discussing 5 unique decks, and after each discussion, we're going to showcase a gameplay example. Now, when White Tiger got buffed, I actually got pretty excited. White Tiger is a card that I actually really like, and the Tiger Spirit itself was buffed from a 5/7 to a 5/8. So naturally, we see, can we do something with on reveal? And this deck was pretty good. Now, the Echo seemed a little bit unnecessary simply because people aren't running Cosmos, so you probably can cut it, and this is what we were experimenting with. If you cut it, I mean, you could pretty much add whatever you want, really. It's a flexible spot. Echo can be cut. But what I will tell you is the deck did feel stronger. Like, honestly, the 8 power White Tiger Spirit felt worth playing, especially with Wong. It's 2 power across the board, and when you consider what Dr. Doom is and how much the -1 power on the Doom bots affected the Dr. Doom, it was insane. The card died in the meta and came flying back once you added 1 power. And for the Tiger Spirits, it's a similar situation from 5/7 to 5/8. It's straight up more power. And so I do like this deck. I thought it was a lot of fun. If you're looking to experiment with some on reveal, this gameplay highlight is going to showcase just how powerful it can be. And what's notable about it is we actually went against an Alioth, and we'll see how that turned out for them. Oh, we have Kamartaj? Kamartaj is beautiful. We got White Tiger, Kamartaj. We can just storm here because why not? I don't think we actually... Do we Dr. Doom on Kamartaj? I feel like with these squirrels, Ironheart is going to be very sensual. I think we probably turn 6 Ironheart Wolfsbane, to be honest with you. Let's see how this plays out.
Wind, aid my hand.
We didn't really need to storm there, but that's what I wanted to do. We are going to play... I want this to kick too. I'm going to change the order there, actually. Whoops. Change the order. So I'm going to play Jeff to kick the... potentially kick the Silk. I want the Silk to end up left here. I don't want him to move it around too much. Crossbones Gaming. Damn. Okay, well, it ends up there, which is kind of where I want it, to be honest with you. This Medusa gets nice and big. White Tiger's gonna make some noise, and then we literally, probably Ironheart, Wolfsbane. Ironheart, Wolfsbane. Oh, I can't even play Wolfsbane now that I think about it. I can't even play Wolfsbane. I can, but I can't play both. If I play the White... We gotta play White Tiger, probably into the Ironheart. Yeah, we White Tiger here. I'd snap it, they'd leave. We stay patient. Whoa! Okay, you took my squirrel. You took the squirrel again. Ruthless. Well, now I can actually play Wolfsbane and Ironheart, so this is beautiful. Thank you. That was very nice of you. We are going to... Now, we're going to win mid, so we're going to Ironheart first, then Wolfsbane, so that Ironheart does not... reduces 1 target mid here. Let's go. Should be a nice, solid clap. Look at those 8 power Tiger Spirits doing their thing. That OTA buff doing work. You absolutely love to see it. We do have initiative, so Alioth won't really matter because Ironheart's power will still be on the board if it even hits mid. Wolfsbane obviously dies to Alioth. Yeah. Well, that's unfortunate. We still win everywhere else. Like, Alioth, 5/3, still being played. 6/3, sorry. Still being played. We knew that the Ironheart was going to put up the power anyway. So Ironheart wins that game ultimately, as does the White Tiger. So who cares about Alioth when you're putting power on the board anyways? Of course, the highest profile change in the OTA was the change to Alioth, bringing it from a 6/5 to a 6/3. So naturally, we got to check it out in Cerebro 3. And I got a little greedy here. I'm not running Luke Cage, which of course is a sub if you choose. I was trying a couple different versions of this deck and ultimately landed on this. The tech of Shadow King and Valkyrie was just wild. I really liked it. And would you believe that if you need that extra power from Alioth, a little bit of Cerebro might not be all that bad. And what I liked about this deck was that it's just a fun deck to play. But most importantly, with Alioth, if you need the Alioth kind of winning line, then you got it, and it's going to be buffed up to 5 or 7, which is great. But you also have the Valkyrie winning line. You have the Shang-Chi. You can Invisible Woman the Killmonger for these bounce-based decks and these zoo-based decks, and they're just going to completely get destroyed by Killmonger at the end of the game when the Kitty Prydes are just sitting there with the Nightcrawlers and they just get wiped out. This deck was honestly a ton of fun. In fact, it is by far, of all the decks I tested tonight, the highest win rate of them. I'm going to do a full video on it this coming weekend because I actually had so much fun. And in this gameplay highlight, you're going to see exactly why C3 is remarkable. Alioth played its role, Valkyrie played its role. It was a remarkable game and it showcases just how hard this deck can hit. All right, let's go. Got a collector gamer. Oh, we have Valkyrie to deal with that. We did. Oh man, we cut Shadow King from this deck though. Are we idiots? Are we morons for cutting the Shadow King? We just might be. It's Rouge. I really didn't need that though. Like, I truly didn't need that much. I would have liked it. I didn't like need it. I don't want to do this, but I think I actually drop. I think I drop Killmonger Bast. Because Bast will benefit from the Valkyrie if it's a hit. We have to play Cerebro here. Hopefully we draw into Mystique. We do not draw into Mystique. We do this, we do this. Shang-Chi is absolutely necessary. Without Shang-Chi, this game's terrible. Like, everything feels awful in this game. You really do need Shang-Chi. I always wish I bought this Sentinel variant. I skipped that Sentinel variant. I wish I hadn't. I'd rather get Shang-Chi'd 1,000 times than leeched once. I feel that. Okay. Do we always lose this video game here? Yeah, we do this. Well. It's Wasp? Kitty. Hey. We won the video game! Alioth C3! Tying the location. I really like the change that the Marvel Snap team made to Black Widow, because keeping it at 2-1 I think is pretty good because you can Carnage it or you can kick it over with Viper and not feel so bad, but obviously the buff comes in the form of the Widow's Bite being a 0, -1, so it takes up space on the board and provides negative power, which I like. So naturally, you gotta do a little lockdown junk. Now, I really like this deck here, and it felt really fun to pilot because you have the Daredevil Professor X package, and really what you want to do is set up that lane with something like a Green Goblin, you know, Viper, a Hood, or something like that, and then like they just lose that lane when you lock it down with the Pro X, or you can of course throw a Hobgoblin over there with the Daredevil play, and then of course with you have the Professor X location locked down. You're able to win the next one with Alioth. Usually playing that Sentry, giving the right side or, you know, whatever, and then playing the Alioth on top of the Sentry and trading that lane if you've won the other one with the Professor X. Conversely, if you play something like a Sentry and you have Debris and you have this Void and all this garbage on the right side, you can then play Carnage to swipe it all up and gain some additional power. It keeps your opponents on your toes, on their toes, I should say, and ultimately it was a really fun deck to pilot, and this gameplay highlight is going to showcase just how effective and annoying Black Widow can be. All right, look at this opening hand. We got ourselves Black Widow. We got all the toxic cards. The most toxic baby shark in the sea, Jeff Aruni. We're going to be starting this off here, I think, with a Black Widow play. Oh, Cloning Vats Black Widow. You love to see it. And then we can actually Carnage Cloning Vats. Oh my god. Chef's kiss. They're going to love this.
Yo Alex, you've probably answered this 100 times already, but what do you think of the new patch?
I think the new patch had necessary changes. I was actually surprised to see Alioth go down to a 6-3, but I get it. I think... like, I get why Alioth needed a touch-up, but at the same time, it's like... I feel like he probably got hit harder than he had to have been, right? He probably got hit a little harder than he had to have been. I hope you like bites! Bruh. How dare ye? Well, you know what you're gonna get for that? You get another Widow's Bite. I hope you enjoys it. Oh my god, all this extra energy. All this extra energy, what am I gonna do? Oh, debris. You son of a gun. That was dirty. That was dirty. Me, no likey. What do I do? It probably makes the most sense to do this, right? We've already snapped. I don't want to play Alioth again. Oh no. You've gobbed me. Oh god. Look at the Widow's Bite. So it's like this massive carnage for whatever reason. We, I guess, just play like, well, it's always something demon. Let's just play debris. I'm gonna play demon mid. Let's just do this. If I lose this game, I'm gonna be very happy. I want to lose this one. They have so much energy. They've got so much energy. You've got to be able to beat me here. I can't believe they green gobbed me again. So sad. No. It's actually a big hit. Oh, casserole victory. You know what? I got to tell you. They're holding another Widow's Bite. No, there's 3 Widow's Bite on the board. So there are a lot of Widow's Bites here. And I think that Black Widow did her job here. The change to Forge was pretty interesting. Going from a 2-1 to a 1-1 with a +2 instead of a +3. I mean, you see it as a nerf to some degree to some decks, but ultimately it just makes it more versatile as a 1 cost, right? So naturally, Forge Boostpool, the idea of using Forge with Deadpool to kind of generate some additional value and go super vertical just makes perfect sense. And I gotta tell you, I really liked the list. I think that this is going to be a very meta-defining list. I don't know if this is the exact form it'll take, Death being cut, of course, because of the prevalence of Mobius and Mobius. What I will say though is that Forge feels very natural with Deadpool, feels very natural with Venom and etc. because like you're just generating additional value while doing what you're going to do anyways for 1 cost. The nice thing about that 1 cost, if you're destroying X23, then you're just getting that 1 cost back anyway in the Forge. So I feel like this deck, or some variation of it's going to become increasingly more meta as people turn to destroy Deadpool based decks, with Forge being a 1 cost. So in this gameplay example, you're going to see a pretty damn wild game, but nonetheless, it showcases how Forge can have a positive impact on the board state for a destroy deck. We do have our Forge. Let's drop our Forge in anticipation of dropping this Deadpool here. I'm so excited for the Penny Arcade Deadpool variant. I do like my Nyan Cat one, but I'm such a huge Penny Arcade fan. I honestly can't wait. Cannot wait. This sucks. Do I skip this turn or do I just start destroying things? Let's skip. Okay, we do have Skillmonger here for the Also Blood Gamer. Oh, alrighty then. Okay, I'm not gonna snap because if I snap, they're gonna leave. So I want to play this game out. Okay, this is so insane, but I just want to play the video game. I'm not gonna snap because if they leave, I'll be distraught. Okay, this is actually insane. Okay, they get Blarvel out. Some good value on their part. Okay, big boy Venom. Okay, Kazar. They've got a zoo out eventually. I actually don't want to play my X23 because I'm scared she's going to scam us. Now, naturally, like, Killmonger would be better if we held it. But we have a null Arnim Zola. Mojo. I have one card on the board. That's actually sad. I think they feel like they might have a winning line. I don't think they respect us. I can't believe this. I can't even believe this. Null, Taskmaster, Zola, Deadpool. This is the biggest turn 6 I think I've ever had in my Marvel Snap career. It was begging to be Alioth, by the way. If they Alioth me, I would have cried actual. Oh no! Armor! Oh, armor ruined the dream. But it's still okay. We get robbed the absolute anarchy. But we still just win. Oh. Armor with the ultimate betrayal. There's been a lot of discussion around the OTA as to whether or not the nerf to Shuri was even really a nerf. Like, she goes from a 4-2 to a 4-1. Like, who actually cares? And sure enough, I tested it and no one really cares. I mean, it's still just insane. Like, it's still just a great archetype. The 1 power kind of feels like inconsequential. So if you're looking to showcase just how good Shuri remains, I mean, this deck here is pretty damn good. It's exactly what you'd expect it to be with the newly buffed Forge, Kitty Pryde going into the Hulkbuster, Shuri, Taskmaster, etc, etc. You know the playstyle. But what really fascinated me about this gameplay highlight, it was that in theory, like, the whole game went wrong for me. Like, I had nothing. Like, I got completely countered with disruption, and yet I just had 4 cards in my hand that just were perfect and enough for me to win the game. It came down to just having the 4 cards that won the game. So, like, it showcases just how strong Shuri is and how, like, maybe that nerf wasn't quite enough. But it's like, do we have to revisit nerfing Red Skull? Like, what are the things we have to do to fix Shuri? Because its win rate continues to be legitimately one of the highest in Marvel Snap. Taking a bit of a risk here. It's kind of sad, but we kind of have our cards, honestly. We do this. It's kind of funny because, like, they've widowed us, they've rock slided us, but we have the cards we need to win anyway. Like, we're actually going to kind of be unaffected here, which is kind of crazy. We pull the Kitty Pryde, which helps us to proc the Angela on turn 6. Unfortunately, we didn't get, like, the full Forge and everything combo. But, like, they're trying so hard to disrupt us, and obviously this is going to be a Darkhawk on Onslaught Citadel. You always see Darkhawk Onslaught Citadel. Okay. So we always give this location, we do this, we do this, we do this. So, like, this is kind of... this is exactly what just Shuri does, though. Like, we got disrupted so hard, and yet we had 4 cards. And it was the 4 cards we needed to win the game. Right? Yeah, so it was Darkhawk right. Oh, the Mystique? I didn't respect the Mystique. They take an extra hit on Jotunheim and lose. Wow. Very tight game. Very tight game. Victory. I haven't seen a, like, Darkhawk Zabu package in a while, though. Yeah, good game. GG's. Haven't seen that package in some time. But you can see, like, it's what Shuri does. Like, it doesn't matter. Like, the nerf of 1 power makes no difference because, like, you have options, especially with something like a Vision, right? It's just too good.